Turtle. Patience, protection, grounding. What do you think happens when a turtle outgrows its shell? I'll answer that shortly. Welcome back to another weekly journey into the wild mirror of nature. Have you ever looked at a creature who carries its entire home on its back and thought, what it'd be like to never be homeless? Today we're diving into the slow, steady, deeply mysterious world of turtles and tortoises. Many people mix up turtles and tortoises, but their physical differences reveal how beautifully nature adapts. Every tortoise is a turtle, but not every turtle is a tortoise. Put simply, tortoises are land dwellers. Their shells are heavy and shaped like a dome and sturdy. Their feet are elephant-like, thick, and built for traveling across deserts and forests. And oddly, they walk on their toes. They don't swim. They enter water just to drink or bathe. Now, turtles are the water babies. They can travel on land, too. Their shells are flat, streamlined, to glide through ocean currents or ponds. Their feet are either webbed or fully formed flippers, and they walk on the back of their feet. So, tortoises breathe earth dust, and turtles ride the waves of water. But first I'll answer what happens when a turtle outgrows its shell. Most people don't realize the shell is fused to the turtle's spine and rib cage. Their shells are a fusion of 50 to 60 bones. That includes the spine and ribs, meaning they literally cannot outgrow or climb out of them. How does an animal who moves at less than 1 mile per hour manage to survive the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs? This impact occurred 66 million years ago, and tortoises and turtles survived. Thanks to their slow metabolism, their ability to burrow, freshwater habitats, and they could eat vegetation that thrived without the sun underwater, 80% of turtle species made it through this mass extinction. Summing up, tortoises are a subset of turtles. Not to totally confuse you, but it's worth repeating. Not all turtles are tortoises, but all tortoises are turtles. Their diets are different. Tortoises are herbivores, grass, weed, flowers. They have a slow metabolism, like me, but way slower, and can live well over 100 years old. Turtles are more versatile as omnivores, eating aquatic vegetation, small fish, and insects. They live a shorter lifespan, from 20 to 50 years. They are smart creatures with excellent memories. They recognize the faces of their keepers and remember food locations. Sea turtles have built-in GPS that reads the Earth's magnetic field so they can migrate thousands of miles and still return to the exact beach where they were born in order to lay their eggs. I had an encounter that changed how I viewed life's timing. I noticed a turtle trying to cross our busy private road. Worried she was lost and in danger, I picked her up and carried her all the way back down to the water. But 2 days later, there she was again, stubbornly attempting the exact same trek. That was my aha moment. I realized she wasn't lost at all. She was a mother trying to find a safe place to lay her eggs. This time, I simply moved her safely off the road in the exact direction she was already traveling. She taught me to trust your path, even when others don't understand where you are heading. Since then, I've been blessed to witness more than 4 different turtles digging their nests. They dig deep holes to lay dozens of eggs, carefully covering them back up with dirt. I watched them try to dig into hard, rocky soil, failing and having to patiently move to a softer place until they succeeded. That is the definition of perseverance. The latest laying was so special to observe. So in 45 to 90 days, I should see the babies emerge. When you look at a turtle pushing through hard rock dirt or a mother crossing a dangerous road, you are looking at the world's wisest and oldest wisdom. They show us that rushing makes us miss the beauty of life unfolding. Took a trip to the Riverbank Zoo and Garden in Columbia, South Carolina, and saw the Galapagos tortoises. They are a huge, literally, attraction for this zoo. They have a famous breeding program for them. They are giants and a bit larger than the next largest tortoise, the albatross. You can visit and interact with them in Greenville, South Carolina. The Galapagos can weigh over 550 pounds and have a shell length up to 5 feet. The albatross can get up to the same weight, but their shell is generally a foot shorter. Galapagos have varied shell colorings, but the albatross typically are uniformly dark black. Turtles hold a profound place in human history, universally symbolizing longevity, stability, wisdom, and perseverance. Indigenous North American tribes refer to North America as Turtle Island based on creation stories where the earth was formed on the back of a giant turtle. The 13 large scales, called shoots, on a turtle's back are viewed by tribes as a living calendar to track the 13 lunar cycles of the year. Hawaiian culture reveres the green sea turtle, or hono, as an ancestral spirit guide or personal guardian. The turtle symbolizes good fortune, endurance, and the deep spiritual connection between the people, the land, and the sea. In Chinese tradition, the turtle is one of the 4 sacred animals, alongside the dragon, phoenix, and tiger, who represents longevity, cosmic order, and wisdom. Its shell resembles the dome of the heavens, while its flat underbelly represents the earth. In Hindu mythology, the world is supported by a giant cosmic turtle that serves as the foundation of the universe. They also believe in the divine support that the world is supported by elephants standing on this giant cosmic turtle. In modern ecological symbolism, sea turtles are globally recognized as charismatic megafauna and serve as powerful ambassadors for marine conservation and ocean health. Megafauna generally refers to any animal species with an adult weight approximately 97 to 100 pounds or more. So yes, humans are part of the megafauna. Humans share a deep spiritual connection with turtles and tortoises, viewing them as ancient symbols of longevity, wisdom, and protection. Because they carry their homes on their backs, they represent grounding energy and remind us that inner security and safe energetic boundaries come from within. Remember the story of the tortoise and the hare? They decided to race. Hare was totally confident of winning, and the hare sped off. The hare came back to the tortoise, who kept his natural, slow pace. In the hare's arrogance and lack of commitment to the race, he distracted himself and dawdled. Tortoise kept moving, putting one foot in front of the other, being steady, sure, and strong. It didn't bother the tortoise that the hare was fast. He was doing the best he could and finished the race as the winner before hare could notice. Moral of story? Be sure and steady in your commitment with each step you move toward your goals, being patient, no matter how slow it may appear. Because in the end, success is not about being the fastest. It's making a commitment to your endeavor and whatever is going on at the time. Because success is about not being attached to the outcome. It's simply being present with what is happening and trusting if you don't fight the circumstances surrounding you along the way, your spiritual stamina will yield the best results. Slow, steady determination outlasts frantic rushing. I developed a philosophy for my life based on trusting my own inner guidance. I trusted myself to make the right decisions despite what others advised I should do, Because as we know, everyone has an opinion, but not everyone has lived your life and had your experiences, both good and bad. I relaxed finally into believing that as I made commitments to what I wanted to achieve in my journey on the earth, that there are no wrong roads. There are only detours. All roads, detours included, will lead you to what you emotionally desire. And along the way, you'll feel occasional doubt, but you go through it anyway. Along the way, you'll keep that trust, that faith in yourself, despite what may come along or interrupt, because you'll come to believe your presence is a gift, and unforeseen pleasant surprises will show up you could never have foreseen, and all is good, sometimes despite appearances or perceived setbacks. Believing in yourself, your heart, and your self-worth makes your journey work. Turtles have weathered the most challenging of eras. They retain incredible wisdom and invite us to attune to age-old, steadfast inner knowledge on our journey. We are all connected. So if turtle shows up in your life, it's perhaps a reminder to tune in. Maybe it's an invitation to trust your innate ancient wisdom as you navigate your path in life. Turtles remind us that when we are threatened, to retreat inwardly and find the safe haven of inner peace despite what's happening in the outside world. Observe and think what you are meant to learn from the situation. Many of you meditate. Ride out the storm when it gets rough, and know as all things and circumstances do, this too will pass. A typical pet turtle can live between 10 to 80 years or so, while larger species can easily live over 100 years. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, sea turtles have the longest lifespan of up to 152 years. However, there was Harriet the turtle. At the time of Harriet the turtle's death in 2006, she was the oldest known animal in the world. This giant Galapagos, who weighed 330 pounds, had been recognized by the Guinness Book of World Records as the oldest living tortoise. She died at the age of 175 at the Australia Zoo in Queensland, Australia, where she was the star attraction. Scientists, though, are still unsure how old some turtles get, especially endemic species such as the Galapagos tortoise, who have lived for years in isolation. It's difficult to measure the age since it takes centuries. Some guess that some turtles could be around 400 to 500 years old. Trust your inner compass. Find your own natural rhythm, the pace which allows you to take the time to appreciate what is there for us in the here and now. Embrace your journey rather than totally focusing on the destination. In a world that constantly tells you to run faster, compete harder, and outpace the clock, I want to give you permission today to slow down to the speed of the turtle. You don't have to conquer the world today. You only have to take the next steady step. As we close our circle today, take a deep breath and picture that ancient turtle. Think of the heavy shell it carries every single day. It doesn't view that shell as a burden. It views it as a sanctuary. We all belong to the same human family, yet each of us has our own path, our own strengths, and our own place in the world. Remember that you, too, carry your true home inside your own heart. No matter how rocky the dirt gets or how busy the road ahead looks, your peace is already within you. Thank you for sharing a part of your journey with me today. Until next week, walk softly, breathe deeply, and trust your path. I'm Carol Butler. Thank you for listening. Hope you'll download, share with like-minded people, and please leave a comment about what you enjoyed most. Join me next week when we'll explore the honeybee. I'm buzzing with excitement to share this unique connection. And lastly, the giant tortoise has a loud, deep-pitched, resonant groan or grunt, despite lacking vocal cords. It's their courtship and mating uttering. So as always, listen, reflect, connect.